Hello everyone! Greetings from Kharkov, Ukraine. My name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. Today I have prepared for you a very important but not a very pleasant topic for many guys. The topic is called Why She Has Cancelled a Date with You. Let's assume that you have never met in person. For example, you are a Diolli.com client and you have hired us to arrange 5 dates for you. And sometimes it happens, unfortunately, after we approve a match with a potential client, that a few days or a few weeks before the date, the lady unfortunately calls us or texts us and tells that she would like to cancel a date, that she is no longer interested. Why it happens? Pretty often, neither myself nor our psychologist or the team of Cupids can actually give the exact reason what has happened, because sometimes people come up with some strange excuses, like her astrologist said to her that she won't meet the one till May, and it is, for example, December, so there is no reason for her to go out in December because her soulmate waits for her in May. Well, in this situation, we can't overcome such superstitions, and such people, such ladies, they can be actually quite smart academically in a way that she can have a PhD, she can be a university professor, she can be a doctor, she can be a school teacher, an engineer, a businesswoman, but still she can fall for some superstitions. Also, there can be other scenarios. So let me jump a little bit into matchmaking process to explain how we interview the ladies, why they can cancel a date, what does it mean to a gentleman. Should he get angry, sad, or, as one gentleman said, frustrated with the fact that she has cancelled a date? We conduct international matchmaking. So usually from the moment we sign the contract with the client till the moment he goes out on a date, we need about 5-6 weeks, sometimes 7 weeks to conduct all the interviews with the ladies, to approve the matches with the client and to schedule the dates. Because usually to set a client on one date, we can end up interviewing up till 20-25 candidates. Let's assume that on Thursday I'm having an interview with the lady for a client, and I see that she can be a good potential match. She shares the values of our client, she has similar long-term goals, she really liked his photo, she liked all the information I was sharing with the lady about our client, and I understand that they share some basic interests, and it will be an interesting date for them. She has the type of looks that our client usually finds appealing, so we approve her as a match, and of course we have to suggest her to a client. He has to approve her as a match as well to schedule the date. So the next day, on Friday, our client gets back to us and replies that he would like to ask this lady out on a date, and we usually call her back or send a message and share with her the good news that there is a yes from our client, and you will have a date in 3 or 4 weeks when the client is traveling over to Ukraine. Usually the lady marks this date in her calendar. We tell her that we will call her again before the date. We will invite her again to our office to give her some final tips before the date. Even if we are doing local matchmaking, and we do some local matchmaking as well, same situation can happen. For example, on Thursday I'm having an interview with a lady for a client. I understand that she can be a good match. On Friday our male client gets back to us and replies that he wants to meet her. Then we call a lady, and for example, till this time it is already after 4 p.m. on Friday, so this lady can be busy on same Friday night. Our client, local client, can be busy, and for example they both are having plans for the weekend, so we schedule a date for our local client for the next Friday or the next Saturday. And for example, next Thursday, the day before the date for our local client, or 3 weeks after we have approved the lady for our international client, a lady texts us or calls us and tells that she would like to cancel the date. Sometimes ladies actually bother to explain why she has decided to change her mind. Pretty often they just send a text message that I'm sorry, but I'm not interested anymore in meeting Igor or in meeting John. so please delete me from your database. Usually we call back because we want to find what has happened, and usually there are two scenarios. The first, most popular scenario, she has met someone. You can ask me right now, how come she could meet someone from Friday till Thursday? It has been just 1 week. Or how come she could have met someone within these 3 to 4 weeks while our male client, international male client, is approving his other matches and waiting for his trip to Ukraine? In the mind of so many gentlemen, the fact that the lady has seen the photo of a gentleman and has approved a date with him means that she has put her life on hold. And basically she is sitting and counting days till the time this man comes over to meet her. I remind you that till the day the gentleman and the lady have actually met in person, they are really strangers. Yes, she has seen a photo. Yes, it is an exciting experience that the gentleman is traveling over to meet a lady. But very often ladies understand that, okay, even though the agency is not telling that, for example, John is meeting 5 candidates or 3 candidates, for sure he is not traveling to meet just her, because then there will be so much pressure on this date and on this lady that she has to like him back. And nobody is ready for this type of responsibility. So even though some gentlemen saying that while he is approving other candidates with a matchmaker, a lady just sits and waits till the date, usually it's not the case. If she's single and she's serious about meeting someone, she can be meeting other people on her own. She can be on Tinder, she can be on any other dating app, she can be going out. For example, we have talked to her on Thursday, and on Friday night she went to a birthday party with her friends and she has met there someone. Let's assume she has started talking at this birthday party to a nice local guy whom we will call Victor. And Victor is making her laugh the whole evening, and he's fun to be around with, and they have so much in common. And basically on Saturday he is asking her out for lunch, and they are texting for the whole weekend. And on Monday he is sending her flowers to her office and is coming to pick her up after work. So till Thursday she can already have like 2 real dates with this Victor, and of course he is not a virtual stranger to her. So it has happened to us when, for example, our local male client is waiting for a date on Saturday, but within this week the lady thinks that she has met someone. So she is calling us the day or two prior to her approved date with our male client to tell that, you know what, Svetlana, I think I have met someone, so I want to see how this acquaintance will develop, because there is this guy and I really like him, and I don't think it will be fair to meet your client because I'm already interested in someone else. Of course, sometimes ladies can be over dramatic and they can tell something like, please delete me from your database because I have met the love of my life. Well, you know him for 1 week. But usually ladies tell something like, can you please put me on hold in your database because I really want to see how things will progress. And usually it takes a lady about 5 to 6 weeks to understand how this acquaintance with Victor can progress. Later on she can call us and tell that, you know what, our relationship is going strong, so please delete me from your database. And usually we tell that we are very happy for the lady and we wish her lots of luck. Sometimes 5 or 6 weeks after she calls us and she tells that, well, unfortunately she is single again, and if the client I was talking about is still single, can she meet him, or maybe I can have her in mind for my other clients. Sometimes ladies even forget to call us and to share with us information whether she is still single or not, and since we have a closed database, so her information is not online and we can't go out on a date instead of her, there is nothing bad with that, and sometimes we find out that things have worked well for her with Victor from her friend when she's coming over and telling us that, do you remember my friend Yelena? Well, she has actually told me about you, that after the interview with you, she went to that party and she has decided to be more open-minded, like you have suggested, and to actually consider guys who are not 1 meter and 80 centimeters tall. And she has decided to actually pay attention to shorter guys, to short guys, and she has met there Victor. Well, of course, when I was telling to that lady that she should have been more open-minded, I was thinking about my male client. But well, one Victor got lucky. Of course, there can be a chance that she has met that Victor on Tinder or any other dating app. Guys often forget that ladies, they do not pay us for a matchmaking service, so we do not conduct an individual matchmaking search for them, so they don't get this guaranteed 5 dates with 5 guys within 2 months like our male clients do. So of course, for a lady, it is pure luck whether we will call her or not, telling that we have a date for her. And of course, ladies try to meet people on their own, which is healthy. If a person is just sitting at home for 1 year, 2 years without any dates, this person will grow unrealistic expectations. This person will lose all flirting skills, and she or he will act awkward on a date. She or he will forget what real people look like. So it is a good scenario if a lady is trying to find someone on her own. If she is dating on her own, then she will compare her local dates with the date with our client, and she will understand if our client is truly for her. Because if she is just going out on 1 date per year with our help or just on her own, that's not a very healthy scenario. And the second very common scenario why she has cancelled a date, a first date with our client, something came up. Well, it is life, and there can be some positive circumstances and unfortunately some negative circumstances. Positive circumstances, her friend has called her and said that she has found these tickets to fly to Prague or to fly to Egypt or Turkey, and they have the price, and they definitely should go and hang out, and their friend from another city is also coming over. Of course, a lady can tell that, oh, she has a date that is planned, but her friends will tell her that you will meet so many guys in Turkey or in Prague, we will go out, so you should definitely go. And of course, you should understand that when the choice is between going out with a man she has never met and she has seen just his photo, or hanging out with her friends whom he knows for ages, well, she can choose a vacation, especially if tickets are really very, very cheap and the price is very, very good. There can be a negative scenario. We are living through the time of pandemic. The lady can get sick, her friend can get sick, her family member can get sick, and unfortunately, life happens. Of course, even prior to the pandemic, things can happen. I remember a lady has broken her tooth 2 days prior to her date, and she was in so much pain. And of course, her attention was not on dating, so we had to cancel the date. Once we had to cancel a date because a lady got promoted, and she's honestly said that now dating is not a priority for her because she will be moving to Kiev and she wants to focus on her career for now, and she will put her dating life on hold. Once, unfortunately, a lady has lost her job, and also she was very negative, very upset, so she was not in the right mood to go out on a date with our client. We had a crazy situation. A lady was supposed to travel from Kiev to Kharkov on a date with our client, and it turned out that she was not vaccinated, and you have to be vaccinated to take a train or to take a plane. So she has decided to take this test, because with a fresh test you can board a plane or board a train, and she has tested positively. She took another test, and it turned out that she has COVID. So she has called us and she said that, you know what, I will get a taxi to travel on date because I have tested positively, so I can't board a plane or get on train. We honestly told her that you shouldn't come if you are sick. You shouldn't endanger the taxi driver and all the people around. And she was very surprised with our reaction. We have discussed with you the most common scenarios why she has decided to cancel the first date even without meeting you in person. There can be some crazy scenarios. The lady has watched a program about sex stories, and now she tells us that she doesn't want to do anything with us since now she believes that all foreigners are just sex stories, so please delete her from the database because she has seen that program on YouTube. Or for example, she has talked to her friend, and her friend's friend is married to a guy from Turkey and they are unhappy together. So she doesn't want to meet our American or Canadian client since now she believes that foreigners are just not for her. Guys, even smart, well-educated and intelligent people can turn into these close-minded, crazy individuals when it comes to dating. I still can't understand why sometimes guys choose to build this strong attraction to a photo or to a profile of a woman they have never met, and when unfortunately we tell that, for example, this lady has decided to cancel the date with your first date because she has met someone, so we will suggest you another match, why guys get so upset? Because you like her pictures, but you have never met her. You can't know if she is a good match or not. She is just a girl from a photo. There shouldn't be any emotional connection. But guys build this image in their heads because he likes her photos, easy at that. It's actually very shallow to choose a potential match just by the photo and because you think she's, for example, younger than other matches or she's hotter than other matches, she has to be the one. No, she is not. You haven't met in person and you haven't talked even just once, so there is zero connection between two of you. Ladies are actually smarter about it. If we cancel a date, a lady doesn't fall crying, telling that, oh, he was the one. Women are usually more flexible and smart about this, but gentlemen sometimes they are so dramatic. Oh, she has cancelled a date. How come? Really, male egos are so fragile. Unfortunately, especially during pandemic, from time to time, ladies call us and cancel the date, or we have to cancel a date because she wants to get a taxi and drive to Kharkov while she is sick. In my opinion, it's reckless, and I don't want to endanger not only my client, but also my team, and I don't want to endanger the whole Kharkov city. So yes, sometimes we have to cancel a date. There is no need to be so over-dramatic. If for whatever reason the lady has decided to cancel a first date with our client because she has met someone or because she has decided to go on a vacation with her friend and she has chosen a vacation, it is a priority for her, we will always suggest our male client another match who will match all his criteria and who will be willing to meet him. There is no need to panic and to be over-dramatic. Just because you like her photos doesn't mean that you will like her in person or that it will be mutual and she will choose you back after the first date. Guys, we arrange dates. We can't guarantee that after the first date the lady will fall in love with you and will agree to go out with you on a second date. Especially if the gentleman is much older. For example, the age gap is about 15 or 20 years. We very occasionally do such introductions, but quite often ladies after the first date tell that, you know what, I thought that age is just a number, but it is not. I felt that he is older, I felt that he is old, so I don't want to go with him on a second date. This is why we schedule several dates. And sometimes gentlemen tend to choose ladies that are way more attractive than they are. If you look at the photo of this male client and the lady, you will tell that they are on a different level of attractiveness. And of course, after the first date, it can happen that the lady won't find him attractive enough for her. But we will talk why she has decided not to go with you on a second date in the next video. I hope that you have found this video interesting, and I hope now you won't be too upset if she has cancelled the first date with you. Of course, if you are not corresponding prior to this date for a few weeks and you're really virtual strangers. Guys, don't forget to press like to this video, to share your opinion about this video. It will help me produce even better dating content for you. And also subscribe to our channel, because twice per week we share with you fresh videos with practical dating tips and advice. I want to wish you love. Svetlana Mukha, especially for Diolli.com.